Good evening. America's never-ending gunfight has taken another tragic twist. There's been carnage at a Christmas party at a centre for the disabled in San Bernardino, California. 14 people were murdered, another 17 wounded by heavily armed attackers. Hours later, two suspects, a man and a woman, were themselves chased, trapped and killed by police in a massive gun battle. A third person has been arrested. California police say the attack took planning.
Police close in on a black SUV just south of San Bernardino Airport. Its windscreen and bodywork shredded by gunfire.
Look at all the bullet holes in the windshield.
Inside, one of the shooters, a male and a female, behind a massacre at a disability centre just 3 kilometres away.
They're saying hundreds, possibly 1,000 shots fired.
Another lies dead in the street, an assault rifle nearby.
He is down and he is not moving, more than likely deceased.
Another suspect was detained, but it's uncertain whether they were involved.
We have a third person that was seen leaving the area. He is detained.
A police officer was also wounded in the gun battle that followed a murderous rampage about 10:30 local time. At the Inland Regional Centre, a facility catering for those with disabilities like autism and cerebral palsy.
We do have some preliminary numbers of upwards of 14 people that are dead and upwards of 14 people that are injured.
That toll later updated to 17 wounded. The killers were dressed in black military-style cargo pants, tactical vests with extra magazines, balaclavas.
He was wearing a black mask. That's all she told me.
Highly organised, but
I will tell you right now, we do not know if this is a terrorist incident.
As many as 600 employees work at the centre, but most of today's victims were outsiders attending a Christmas party.
We had an event that was hosted in our auditorium, and I guess the shooting happened in there.
Other staff heard gunfire, took cover.
She said she was locked up in a room. There were some shooters.
This man's wife saw a man in black.
She just told me he had a big gun and he was just shooting at the first floor.
She was evacuated from the centre. Staff told to keep their hands up until they were checked out. Police began a room-by-room search, but the gunman had already fled. Medics began first aid on the streets, rushing the more seriously wounded straight to hospital. Police, acting on a tip-off, traced the getaway car to a house in the nearby suburb of Redlands. A chase ensued, resulting in the shootout. Police say one man left that Christmas party angry after some kind of dispute, only to return minutes later heavily armed with at least one other person and began firing. They have identified that man as Saeed Farouk. His family has expressed shock.
I have no idea. I have no idea why would he do that? Why would he do something like this?
The second shooter, the woman, is 27-year-old Tasfeen Malik. She's believed to have been Farouk's girlfriend.
And Mike Amor joins us now from San Bernardino. Mike, such a terrible toll. What more can you tell us about these suspects?
Well, Mark, Saeed Farouk was 28 years old. He was a US citizen. He was also a San Bernardino County employee, believed to be a food inspector. He was a Muslim, said to be quite devout, dividing his time between work and prayer. His 27-year-old female accomplice is Tasfeen Malik. We don't know much about her, whether she was a US citizen, but they were in some type of relationship, perhaps married, and they had a 6-month-old baby that they left with Farouk's mother.
Mike, was there any religious aspect to this attack? Any possible connection with IS?
Mark, that's not immediately apparent. They're still looking at that Christmas party and that dispute at that party. Muslim leaders were quick to condemn this massacre and have pleaded with Americans not to blame the wider Muslim community. Mark.
OK, Mike Amor in California. Thank you.